What's up, guys? This is Daniel, and today I want to talk to you about the last key component to your training and how you can get the maximum results. So rather than actually taking the time to isolate and do like a bodybuilding style training or doing a long distance run like cardio running a marathon, this style of training is actually geared towards full body integration. Everybody tells me all the time when they start out and they're looking for a new routine, want to spice it up a bit, right? So ask them what they're doing currently and how it's working for them. They tell me, well, they start off doing cardio, getting on the elliptical or the treadmill. And after that, they'll do that for about 30 minutes, and then they'll come and they'll do their weight training for about another 30 minutes. Now, rather than actually doing free weights, they actually tend to use machines and really isolate different muscle groups. And they feel that they've done a circuit training, so they're really getting the full body workout. Our goal to really maximize your results is to maximize the amount of work output by actually focusing on using the whole body throughout the entire training session. So what that means is that we're getting more work done in less time and greater results. Are you ready for the challenge? Our legs are our driving force. They're a solid foundation for us to build up our core and our upper body strength. So our legs are used for squatting and both double leg movements or bend and lift movements and single leg movements such as stepping, lunging, running, and walking. We already covered the core and how it's meant for two functions. Number one, protecting your spine from injury. Number two, transferring force from the ground up. Now the core then connects to the upper body, which is meant for pushing and pulling motions. So let's cover a couple very effective full body exercises that will integrate the entire body from the feet all the way up to the head. And it's really about bracing and activating the core to connect these movements and make these movements smooth and controlled. And so to start off with a basic movement, starting off with an anchor squat. Most of these exercises will be done with a kettlebell because it's a very functional tool for actually getting a lot of work done with limited amount of equipment. So the anchor squat starts off with a kettlebell in between your feet, and I'm about to pick it up in a second. So we set our hips back and we start to squat down, eyes looking forward. So our shoulders are pulled back and our chest is open and our shoulder blades are retracted, right? So now we're going to squat down and up, setting our hips back slightly, lowering our hips down to the ground, unlocking the knees and squatting down, up and down. Good. The next movement, as we start to go a little bit more explosive with this, we can start to rock the kettlebell back and forth and actually turn this into a swing. So we're going to do a squat swing instead. So going sideways, here, standing tall with the kettlebell, hips down, swing forward, drive, down, up, good. The next one, rather than going out and around with our swing, is our vertical movement, which is actually called a high pull. We're pulling it up. So we're going to pull it up, elbows are coming up to the ears, wrists are staying below the chin. Good, up, and down. There's a couple exercises, a couple more, working on our balance, our core, and our upper body strength with our pushing power. So one explosive movement, single hand kettlebell movement. We're going to move the weight from the anchor position up to the chest and at the shoulders. So starting, picking the weight up, we squat down and pull and dip and absorb the kettlebell. Bringing it back down, up, and pull. We really don't want to flip the weight up and bang into our wrist. Rather, we're rolling it onto the back of our wrist and into our chest. Good. Couple more. Good. So now from here, we can now, same thing, use our legs to start to bounce. Our legs are going to bounce, and it's like a suspension system in a car. So now we're going to dip and press. Good. Dip and press. Good. Dip and press. Bring it back down.